Hi, I'm DelusionDispeller, and I want to talk to you about something that's important to me. Something different than the typical topics of narcissism and things like that. And I'm going to call it my life perception. I was driving home yesterday from work and just thinking basically about a bunch of different things, like how important things are to me, getting things done, and my job, and my home, my marriage, and my kitty cats, and everything. Just everything about life. And maybe you've thought about these things yourself, things that matter to you in your life. And then I started thinking deeper as to what about these things matters to me and why do they matter so much. What I came up with was my life perception. First of all, when we're a baby, we're born, we don't really know anything. We don't know anything, actually. And as we get older, we learn things. We gain a perception of our surroundings and the fact that we feel hungry sometimes. We wet or soil our diapers and we feel uncomfortable, so we cry. So we reach out for someone to take care of that need when we're babies. Then we go from being babies to toddlers, and we learn what pain means. We bump our head, we fall, we skin our knees, we pinch our fingers in the doorway or whatever. We learn what pain is, and we start thinking about things at an older age. And that's pretty much where that goes from there at toddler age. They don't really know anything more than what's right immediately in front of them, what they want at that moment, and how to say the word no. Then we go into a little bit older ages like kindergarten and first and second grades. And we start realizing there's boys and there's girls. And if we're a girl, we start looking at boys a little bit and decide, oh, well, he's nice looking and I wonder if he'll be my friend and maybe eventually my special friend. That's when we're in kindergarten, first and second grade. And we think about, well, when I grow up, I want to be a doctor. When I grow up, I want to be a mommy. When I grow up, I want to be a football player. Simple things like that. And like I said, it doesn't go beyond that usually at that age because that's all our brain is capable of perceiving at that point. Then we get a little bit older, 8, 9, 10, 11, even 12 years old, and we start thinking about life. What is it? What does Mom mean that Grandma died? What is death? What is that thing called death? And how does that happen? And is that something that could happen to me? Maybe we start having nightmares. Maybe we start having fears. And we start really wondering about why are we here? And how long will we be here? And what is it going to be like when we're not here? We start questioning. Maybe we even dare to ask those questions to adults. And maybe they answer our questions, and maybe they don't. Just depends on your circumstances. Then you become a teenager, which when you're 12 years old, you can't wait to be a teenager. Because teenagers, big brother, big sister, they get to do everything, and I don't get to do anything, and I'm just a little kid, and I can't wait to be a teenager. So we become 13, 14, 15, even 16. And we really start thinking more serious about the opposite sex, about dating, about communication things, and how we get along with people, and what we want to do with our lives. Like, do I want to get a job? Sorry, there's a lot of bugs out here. Do I want to get a job? Do I want to get married one day? Do I want to have a career? Do I just not care? Do I want to drop out of school? Whatever. But yeah, so we're thinking maybe even about, well, when I turn 21, I'm going to drink. When I turn whatever the age is for your state, I'm going to drive. I want a car. I want a house. I want children. I don't want children. Whatever it is. Could be something as simple as I want a pet. And maybe when you were younger you thought about that too, but maybe you had a pet. I don't know. Everybody's life is very different. Point is, we start thinking more and more about things that society say matters or should matter to us. So that's at 16. When we turn 17, 18, 19, now we're really starting to think seriously. By now, Grandma did die. Grandpa died. Maybe Mom and Dad even died. I don't know. But death has hit us in some way usually, or we've heard about death. Maybe our favorite TV star